Hi guys, this is going to be an unboxing of my latest bag purchase. It is the Saint Laurent West Hollywood bag. I think it's in a size medium. I'm super excited about this particular haul. It was not a planned purchase, but it was sort of planned. So we walked into the store. I kind of knew that I was gonna get something, but I just didn't know what it was. So we got this at the Marina Bay Sands Saint Laurent store. There was a sale that was happening. I think they were getting rid of like their previous season, so I'm not very particular about, you know, the seasonal bags and whatnot. The color that I got this in was quite it was quite classic. I felt price of this was in Sing dollars it was $3,310, and with the sale they managed to knock off like $1,000 away from that price. So it was a good price, and I was actually feeling like buying something new, so I gifted myself with this. It comes in their usual like paper bag there. It's been squashed a little bit. This side is a little bit better, right? I love their bags. I always keep them for like future use. So I wish I could tell you more about this bag, but I really can't, because I was trying to do some research. I literally couldn't find anything about this bag. Even in terms of like YouTube videos, unboxings, it's not a very popular bag, so it's definitely not one of their classic designs, I guess. And you can barely find any information about it. The only information about it is the name itself, so I guess you could infer from it. Maybe it's like something that was either inspired by West Hollywood, or a bag that you would carry while you're walking down West Hollywood. So the bag itself comes in a dust bag. It didn't come with a box. I didn't really ask for one. I'm perfectly fine with just a dust bag. So this is how the dust bag looks like. It looks pretty small, huh? You'll see, you'll see. Okay, so I'm gonna open this up. Super excited. All right. So this is the color that I got it in. It looks like exotic leather from afar, but up close I think you can tell that it's just treated leather. It's calf leather, and it's just made to look like it's exotic, which I don't have a problem with. It's a kind of a whitewashed, almost gray stone type of gray color, and if you can see this logo, which is their monogram logo, is sort of like, I don't know, it looks very antique like. It's not shiny, it's not like the typical ones that you see. It's kind of it's made to look like it's worn out almost, which I don't really have a problem with, because I think it ties in with the look of the bag, and also I don't really have to worry about me actually causing it to look like this. This is the front of the bag. It has a flap here which opens up with a little button here. I was really happy that they had a new piece for this, and then the side and the gusset has quite a good amount of space in between, and the sort of exotic leather look just continues throughout. And this is the back. I love that it has this little zipper here, because it's just so convenient to just slot your phone in there. And you know, we're a society that's kind of married and tagged and kind of joined at the hips with our phones, so we must always have it in easy access. So I have a pretty big phone at the moment. It's the Samsung S9, and it fits like perfectly in there. The bottom of the bag is just a plain bottom. It doesn't have those, like, I don't know, what do you call them, like the little metal stuff that prevents this from getting dirty, but that's how it looks like. The leather wise, it's not like grained leather, but it's not like smooth either. So I think even if you kind of a little bit rough with it, I don't think any like scratches or any marks would show very easily. So I really like this. The color itself is not a color that I would typically go for. I usually go for like gold, black bags with like gold hardware, but I have so much of those now, and I wanted to try something new. So the bag opens up like this, and it has the little button here. Let me take all the stuffing out. Okay. So it comes with a little clasp here, and the inside looks like this. it has 2 different compartments in there. This part is quite roomy. I think you can put quite a bit of things in there. And then there's a separator, which I think is very useful. And then you have a different part which is just slightly smaller. And you also have a nice little compartment here to put your cards and whatnot. So there is a logo inside there that says Saint Laurent. And then I don't know if you can see, but the zipper right here, it's again made to look like sort of like it's tarnished a little bit. So if I were to open that middle compartment out, it's just a flat compartment, quite roomy as well. And in here they have this. So I don't know what this is for. I used to think that it's kind of like if you want to find a matching bag, you could like bring this along with you. But I've watched in several videos that this is meant for you to see what original color is like. So I don't know, but they always include this in their bags. And then you have like a pack of, I think, their warranty cards and all that. The interesting part about this bag is that it's got this little thing here. It reminds me of my Dior Granville, where you could actually flip the sides and make it look into a smaller handbag. It sort of reminds me like that. So this part is magnetized. I think the magnets, you can see there are these little things here, and you have one here as well. So it clasps together very nicely, but you can open it up and you can put stuff in here as well. So I think if you are going traveling and stuff like that, it's a very safe place to put any of your very valuable items. It's not the easiest place to take stuff out, but I guess it's like a nice place to keep stuff that you don't necessarily need to reach out for all the time. Okay, so now let's talk about the kind of strap, which is usually like the make or break thing for me. I'm very particular about straps. So just first of all, the way that it's connected to the bag are by these 2 hooks right here, and they are not removable. But if you really want to use it as a clutch, I don't think it's impossible. You basically just slot everything in the bag. I think just on me, it is quite a nice size for a clutch actually. So, but you can't remove that, so the only way is for you to kind of slot it in, but it looks a little bit off. Okay, so let me just show you the different ways to rock this. So for the chain itself, if I were to just take it out, it is a little bit rustic, as you can see here. So the same kind of feeling from the monogram logo. I feel like it has a rocker chic type of feel as well. So this particular chain here is the same on the other side, and it's kind of apparently quite controversial because it's very light. It's not of a, like, you know, an expensive material. I don't think it's very like lightweight, but I actually like that about the chain. So it's not like the usual ones where you see with the wallet, whereby the chain is very hardcore and it feels very heavy. This one is quite lightweight, but I think for the smaller bags it makes sense to have a much heavier chain, because if you have too light of a chain, the bag tends to slip off your shoulders. But for this bag, because it's a pretty big bag, I think practically you wouldn't want it to be too heavy. Original holes that come with this bag is, I think, the first 4 holes, like 1, 2, 3, 4. And I actually, because me being kiasu, I actually asked them to poke like more holes here. So every hole you see here is additional. So this is like the shortest height that you know, it's now at, because I poked 4 new holes in it. So it's actually coming out like almost, well, my Chanel Jumbo goes up here kind of, and this is kind of like below. So it's sort of like a handbag type of look, not too long, not too short. This is like the longest that it can go. So it looks almost like a side crossbody bag. And well, I guess I could technically do this too. It looks a little bit off, but if I want to, I could. But I think in terms of the actual length that I'm going to wear this with, let's see. So this is probably the ideal kind of length that I would wear it at. So that's how it wears. It's very, I don't know, it's structured but it's slouchy at the same time, so I quite like that look, and I don't really have any bags that look like this, so I am pretty excited to rock this out. I think, you know, for a movie night, or if you're just out running some chi errands, or you're out for brunch, I think this is just a nice structured bag. I just love the fact that it's a little bit slouchy but still very structured at the same time, and I'm super excited to try this out. So that's my unboxing. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found a little bit more about this particular bag, because I literally couldn't find any kind of information on it. I don't know why. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you did, don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.